AJ,
well done, yes, sir.
I think you could spit a little bath. We give you a couple words.
Maybe
2 words, not
I like
4.
to blow my trumpet and that, do you know what I mean? In my last fight, I had to watch my weight. I'm eating too much, even though I'm a heavyweight.
Yay!
I'm on time and I'm never ever late. I'm hustling hard so I can go on and be a great. In JD, chilling with my mates. I stay low key, never ever moving bait. Keep it calm, ring the alarm. Man chat, get slapped with my palm.
All right, one sec. Hey! Oh! AJ! Shut down! My God!
Good morning, TBV.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I'm ready, baby. It's the morning. Get your fucking coffee. We here. TBV is back. We got another one. Lennox Lewis in the media, and he's saying he thinks Tyson Fury will rise to the occasion and handle Deontay Wilder, and he's backing his countryman, Lennox Lewis. You know, he's been here before. And we did a show on Fury yesterday where he mentioned Lennox Lewis as well. So they both obviously, you know, admire one another. And Tyson trying to follow in Lennox's footsteps, coming to the U.S. and trying to conquer. Lennox giving him, obviously, you know, the pat on the back. Let him know there's reassurance here for UK brethren. You know, we're going to have your back on this one when you go to the U.S. to take on your toughest test. This is what we're going to be talking about. If you're interested, you already know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Nestor Gibbs is what you must add on Skype if you want to be part of the conversation. We got to be friends, so send that friend request. Listen, download the app, Android, iPhone, doesn't matter. You'll be able to call from everywhere. Belfast, you know, Dublin, wherever you're at. Doesn't matter. It's absolutely free. Let's head on out to my co-host and see if he's ready to get this thing started.
And the main thing we cannot forget is I am the unified heavyweight champion of the world.
Dylan White, Derek Chisora, Big Baby Miller, Joe Joyce. You can all have it. Dominic Brazil, whoever else is in America too. All of it!
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Another edition, another podcast. Smashing it yesterday. I think, was it three podcasts are out there, people to catch up on if they missed it. Ever closer to 82,000 subscribers. So tell a friend, hit that thumbs up on your way in if you're tuning into this one and all our other videos and podcasts. But yeah, Lennox Lewis, recently he's been... I don't know, maybe being a little bit Canadian. He's not been showing his British roots too well, you know, coming after AJ, but he's backing his boy Fury in this one. So, yeah, me and Nez will talk about it. And, yeah, call in 1-425-569-5241.
And before we get into the main topic, I just want to remind everyone that our good friends over at Chivas Regal, if you haven't heard of Chivas Regal, they're blended Scotch whiskey, and they have sponsored TBV. So that's not just me. That's Rob the UK, Ron in the Bay, fucking Mike in Indianapolis. We're all going to Las Vegas to put on a pre-fight weigh-in show and a pre-fight show on Saturday. So that's not one, but two. That means the TBV is blowing up, baby. They're enjoying what we do the way you're enjoying it. They're bringing out your favorite podcast to the fight. We'll be there. So I just want to remind everyone to make sure they get their tickets. It's absolutely free to get to our party and our, you know, pre-fight live shows, but get your tickets for the fight or just come on out, hang out with us. It's like a TBV appreciation night. We'll be giving out, you know, brand new t-shirts from TBV, brand new shirts from Shivas and Triple G, brand new autograph signed gloves. We'll have drinks. You know, we'll definitely have some whiskey there. So definitely come out and join us for our third live TBV. And if you don't know how the atmosphere is, you can definitely head on over to youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice and check out our highlight video of Los Angeles when we were there for Triple G versus Canelo in LA. And it was just a phenomenal experience. Don't be square. Be a part of that. Let's get right into it, Rob. Listen, I don't know if I should take anything that Lennox Lewis says, you know, with more than a grain of salt because of the fact that I think we've been here before. He's never quite backed Wilder. He doesn't like Wilder's style, and not very many people like Wilder's forward, outgoing nature. So this was expected for me. Like you said, acting Canadian, but being very much, British, backing the British fighter. I know that Tyson Fury is a gypsy, right? And we said some stuff the last time about where he may be from. A couple of fans said, listen, he originates from Manchester, but he fights in Belfast. They always pair him with Frampton. And this is just me talking here, small talk with my co-host. Is he not Irish? I don't understand.
John Fury, his dad, I think his mother and father were Irish, so there's definitely an Irish sort of heritage and background there as well. So, and the gypsy community definitely has an Irish sort of background to them. So yeah, there's a connection there. And obviously in the ring, Tyson, he wants to come back and defend the bout when he wins it in Belfast again. The crowd always show love. Big boxing community in Belfast anyway. So, but yeah, there's definitely a background from Ireland there. But yeah, he's from Manchester originally.
All right. Well, let's get into the details. Give you guys at least the quotes. And I quote: "We already know they're not fighting me. Eddie already revealed it. He slipped up and said it. It could be a while. We're going to continue to do our thing. Once I beat Fury, there are excuse me, am I reading the wrong fucking article here?
Yeah, man. I think you're on the about the fans putting pressure on. So
yeah, I'm on the Wilder one. Oops. One level above that. Here we go. Pulling it up. So Tyson Fury surprised me in the past, Lewis said. I didn't think he was going to be able to do that well against Vladimir, and he did better than expected. So I'll just stop there because this is really the main quote that got me, hooked on this subject. It's like, all right, so you had egg on your face. And, because I didn't think Vlad would lose. I'm pretty sure no one thought Vlad would lose. Coming into that fight, Fury just didn't have the prestige that he has now, even though, that prestige that he has now is slightly tainted anyway, because it's just like that one win. Yes, in retrospect, you can look at it and say, well, he's beat Chisora twice and Cunningham and then Vlad. And it looks good when stated in that manner. But when actually coming into that Vladimir Klitschko fight, very little experts gave him a chance because there was very little experience. He stepped up tremendously, similarly to what he's doing now. So, I mean, is Lennox backing him now because he's seen the skill the way that the rest of the world did versus Vladimir? Or is he backing him now simply because he's like, well, you proved me wrong the last time. I'm not going to go ahead and bet against you again when I'm literally not betting. What does it hurt Lennox to say, hey, Tyson's going to win? All his UK fans adore him even more instead of being the asshole saying that the American's going to beat the UK guy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you say, maybe he's because he went against him the first time. He doesn't want that egg on his face. Maybe, he's supposed to know the boxing world inside out and the heavyweight game. But I don't know if this is in some part, he was quite vocal about AJ not taking the fight. Seemed to be very against like AJ's decision, or it's AJ's scared, or someone on the team don't want the fight. Now Fury's said, I'll do it. I'll fight him. And they've got the fight made. And he's saying, look, this is what it's all about. So whether he's suddenly become a little bit like UK prideful that the guy's standing up and taking on Wilder, maybe that's his angle.
Pride definitely has something to do with it, because the article opens up saying that in the last few weeks, the former undisputed heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis has praised Tyson Fury 27-0 with 19 KOs for stepping up to the plate to challenge WBC world champion Deontay Wilder. And you know what? As a countryman of, the UK, if it was the other way around, which I am proud of Deontay saying, you know what, fuck you, Joshua. I'll just fight the next biggest thing in the UK and prove to them over there that I'm a formidable opponent. This fight will make them pressure you into getting in the ring with me. And it's similar to what Tyson's doing. He's going to enemy territory. He's coming now. He's talking about training in the U.S. for 10 to 12 weeks. He's fighting in the U.S. second time. You know, he's already crashed the party a couple of times. I mean, he is stepping up to the plate. You know, he is stepping up to the plate. And again, if you're from the UK, you gotta be happy with Fury, because it's like, yo, AJ's making you look bad. I swear to God, I sent you an Instagram clip this morning, wondering or not, did you want to do that topic? We'll keep it anonymous for now in case we do come back. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We're about 40 something away from 82,000. We're trying to get to 100K before May. Oops, that slipped away. I guess before, I don't know, September 22nd, Povetkin, Anthony Joshua, maybe we can do it. But yeah, I mean, he is stepping up at the end of the day. And I rather jump on the bandwagon of the guy that's willing to fight the most dangerous boxer in America than, you know, not jump on the bandwagon. Like, yo, listen, Fury's taking the challenge. We all know, whatever, regardless of what we may think in our rooms, you know, with the lights off, under the covers about Wilder, we know he's a dangerous man. We know he's got power. And Fury's at least stepping up to the plate. He's been down by lesser men, so you got to give him credit, because he could easily be on the outside looking in and just be like, look, I'm not ready. Joshua's ready. I don't have the titles. Joshua is the quote-unquote king of the UK. Let him handle it. Let me watch what happens and try to get a game plan, try to find a blueprint. But no, he's going out on his shield, bro. He's laying on his sword on this one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a difficult kind of position. Obviously, great. He's stepping up. He's taking on Wilder. We're going to see one of ours, a UK guy, going up against Wilder. Maybe, you know, most people, we all wanted the Joshua fight, but Tyson said, look, I'll go and do it. Now, I think where maybe this fight is getting a little bit, not criticism, but like doubts behind it, is because, you know, Fury's come back, he's lost all the weight, and he kind of had the pantomime with Fury, you know, kissing him, picking him up at a weigh-in, you know, and the guy just quit in the corner after, what was it, 6 rounds. And then we've had Pianetta, which I know Tyson told, was it Radio Raheem, that I don't know what fight you were watching. I was like Sugar Ray Leonard in there, and he didn't land a glove on it. But it was, come on, it was pretty much a spar. So, and there was talk of 4 fights. And now, so we want to move away from these easy opponents. But now I think some people are thinking, yeah, but shit, like, you're going in with Wilder? Come on, somewhere in between. It's a lot of people are thinking, well, this is too soon on the comeback, you know? So I think, but personally, you know, he's stepping up, he's doing it, you know, and part of me thinks a lot of this is to, you know, pop the middle finger up at Joshua. And there's seems to be not whether a smear campaign, but all the interviews, everything, you know, I know Warren after the post-fight press conference was saying, I don't want to talk about Joshua anymore. But all building up to this was Warren had seen the contract. Joshua don't want the fight. Who doesn't want $80 million? And it just seemed to be everything was still about Joshua. But hopefully we could just move on from that now, because Joshua's doing his thing with Povetkin, and now Fury's doing his thing with Wilder. And yeah, I'm pleased he's stepping up. But part of me is thinking it's just maybe a little too soon. But maybe it can be whether he goes in there and plays spoiler like against Klitschko and can frustrate Deontay for 12 rounds. Because I don't see he's going to knock out Wilder. Just watching him, how he, you know, just flicking that jab out and moving. I don't see him landing sweetly on, because we've seen Wilder in trouble. As much as trouble and wobbly legged he's been, he's not been down. He's not had that, you know, worried.
You got to remember, it's not always about punching power. It's about accuracy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
If you can catch Wilder in exchange, in between one of those wild looping shots with a perfectly timed straight right hand, you know, maybe he puts him down. I'm not saying he keeps him down.
Yeah.
Maybe he puts him down. You know, Tyson himself has been down with what he likes to call a flash knockdown, you know, when Cunningham put him down. So,
yeah.
Interesting.
You know, and my other thing is, can he stay away from, you know, the so-called wild, heavy bombs of Deontay for 12 rounds? You know, there's ring ropes. He can't back away for too long before he's against the ropes. And, you know, Wilder, when he hurts a guy or gets him in trouble, you know, he's pretty clinical, you know, whether it's not necessarily pinpoint accuracy, but it's just, heavy blows that are just rocking his opponent. So part of me feels it's too early, but there's definitely a sense of fair play. Go, take your shot. I'm sure there's a lot of money on the table. And he said, I'm not going to go all that way for that money to lose. That's not what he's about. But, there's maybe a lot of money on the table that just couldn't turn it down. But I also think he couldn't have got away with 2 more Pianettas or Safiris in this comeback. I think, the first couple have shown just exactly what they were. He's got rounds under his belt now. But just a part of me thinks this is a jump up in level a little too soon. But we'll see. I mean,
listen, you're not the only one. We got a super chat from Larry Merchant that says Wilder's picking yet again. And he put the emoji of cherries. So there is a demographic that believes this is a handicap match.
I mean, I guess we don't know just whether we're going to be getting a peak Tyson Fury. I've seen a lot of stuff on Twitter, every post, whether it's, commented on Showtime's picture of the fight being made or whatever. We just don't know exactly where Fury's at right now because we haven't seen him in with, I guess, someone we deem as a credible opponent. Now, I know fighters get upset when they say that, look, you'd like to see you do better in there with this guy or he'd knock you out. But we know what it is. We've seen top 10 fighters. We watch all these fighters all the time and we can gauge from it. We can say that guy's a decent fighter. He may not be, the great something and no record, but he puts up a good fight. He's a difficult opponent to get rid of. We've seen other fighters have struggled with him, but we've seen him in with Safiri and Pianetta. Nobody knew these before coming into it, really. So I'm just thinking there should have been, someone in there before this where we can say, yeah, Fury's got that chance now against Wilder. I mean, some are definitely thinking he's got a chance anyway, but I would like to have seen someone that we all give credibility to and Tyson to get in there with them before this Wilder fight, because I think there's just too many unknowns on where just exactly Fury is.
There definitely are a few unknowns. We got a couple of live minutes left on the live feed. I just made reached out to a few trainers, Derek James, trainer of Earl James, and Ronnie Shields, see if we could get them on the show in time, just to get their thoughts, especially Ronnie. He's been in that heavyweight mix of trainers. Usually these guys are up early in the morning. Let's see if they give me a text back. I'll connect them as soon as possible. But the number to call in is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time if you want to voice your opinion on this topic right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Remember, you are the people, so come voice it. We're going to go out to our sponsors and get out to these callers.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Yo, don't you call my boy Rob no AJ Mann fan. Let's go out to Alex in Russia. What's going on, Alex?
Yeah, what's going on?
What time is it over there?
It's 4:30 p.m.
Oh, nice. Not bad. Not bad.
What time is it over there?
It is 9:25 a.m.
Are you on the East Coast?
I am on the East, yes.
Okay, cool.
Rob is in the UK. What time is it over there, Rob?
Nearly 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just 2 hours difference here.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was calling to say that that was great coverage on your part, Ness, talking about Belfast. Too bad they taken down your video, right? Did they force you to take it down?
Nah, they didn't force me, man. It was a moral decision made on my part.
Well, what is sad about is that other YouTubers, were able to, to keep their videos up. So that's kind of fucked up. Yeah. But anyways, by the way, do you know the Below the Belt podcast?
Below the Belt, is that from the UK?
No, it's hosted by the MMA guy. What's his name? Scarbard.
Oh, you're talking about Brandon Schaub.
Yeah, Brandon Schaub. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's under the Showtime Sports umbrella. So there were just yesterday they were covering all the events that were happening and that was happening last week, right? And they were talking about the confrontation between between
Billy Joe,
Wilder and Billy Joe, yeah, right. And they're watching a video, and Brandon goes like, "This is the worst cameraman ever. Is that some Blair Witch Project? What the hell is going on here?"
Yeah, because like I said in my live stream, you know, if I was a guy, hold on one moment, Alex. Woody, please mute yourself till we go to you, buddy. You got your mic hot and it's fucking up the show. You're still hot, baby. Hit mute or I gotta get rid of you. So I mean, look, I'll say it one more time, right? I could have easily sat at that table amongst those men and put two hands on my cellular phone and recorded in landscape with phenomenal stability. But this is not my first encounter with Wilder, guys. Like, how many times has he invited me to the camp and no other YouTuber has been allowed? Like, how many fights do I got to go to? Like, am I going to use him as a golden goose? Or am I going to, at one point, you know, start to think or wonder whether or not the relationship is more than just YouTuber and fighter? And I'm also religious, bro. Like, I've been to jail. I'm not trying to see no one go to jail for stupidity. And all the times I've been to jail for punching niggas in the face. So it just ain't make no sense to me. My audio is on the video that's still out. You can hear me saying to Wilder that it's not worth it, because it's not. He ain't gonna get no points for doing nothing to Billy Joe. And it could have just possibly, you know, ruined the biggest fight of his life, right? Like, why fight Billy Joe?
90 seconds.
Possibly go to jail or something, and then when you can fight Tyson Fury, do what Billy Joe said. Take it out on Fury, because that's a formidable opponent. Billy Joe said it himself. Wilder punches me one time, I'm done. So, you know, yeah, I could have recorded a lot better, believe that. But, you know, my phone is my life, is also an $1,100 phone. So when I was recording and then shit popped off, I just kept my phone in my hand.
60 seconds.
But yeah, man, I'm not worried about other people who have the video and are benefiting from it. You know, at least you got to see it. You know, guys like you and dozens other have called in, given us credit, and that's all that matters. Listen, again, voice of the people has always been our slogan. Big, little, small, interview them all has always been our slogan. That's what we've been doing. You know, we're slower than all the other channels. You can see that. It's obvious that we're slower than all the other channels. We're slower to upload. We're slower to grow, but we're consistent. And our shit is real. When we talk to fighters, it's not cookie cutter shit. We having conversations. They're opening up. Our fighters come to our appreciation nights.
10 seconds.
We've had 3. Plus, now this is also, we might as well say 6, because this is our 3rd time now going to LA and doing another show with live fighters showing up. I don't got to pay them to be there, and they know I'm benefiting, but I don't have to pay them to be there. No, they want to see me succeed. Sometimes they say it on their interviews, even Eddie himself, you know? So I'm not worried about anybody else. We, as TBV, as a family, we got what's coming to us. Look at us. Little by little, we just keep growing, you know? And last week was a direct indication of that. We finally made it to the UK. How many years have people been asking for us to be in the UK? And we've made it. And now we'll be back. You know? Now we'll be back. But go ahead.
No, I understand. I'm just saying that it's funny to see, to see their reaction. Plus, you're also trying to, to get in between to break them apart, right? So some people don't understand that it's, it's hard to record and while you're being caught up in this, this whole confrontation. But anyways,
Shit, I didn't even think that was going down, bro. I thought I was gonna have a 50-minute interview. 50-minute video of Billy Joe sitting at the table with Wilder. It would have been insane because you hear me. I'm like, Billy, do you know everyone? Hello. I extend my hand. I start introducing them to the table. And by the time we get to the champ, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on. But I still didn't. I still don't understand. Did he throw the chicken or he did? Because Billy is stating that he did throw chicken. But he said that there was no food involved.
Listen, man. I cannot confirm or deny anything that was thrown.
Okay. Okay, I see. Well, anyways, when it comes to Lennox Lewis backing up,
it was just too much commotion. You know what I'm saying? Far too much commotion. A lot of innocent bystanders. So who knows what was thrown? There was a mess on that second floor. That's definitely true. Things got broken. I said that in my next video, you know, the day after, it got trashed up there. So, you know, I don't know. Did he throw chicken? I don't know. I ain't see it. Maybe when my back was turned.
I see. Well, anyways, when it comes to Lennox Lewis backing Fury, what did he say? I didn't get it. Did he make a statement or what?
Yeah, he was just saying he's obviously he's doubted Fury in the past, but he's proved him wrong with the Klitschko performance, and he has no reason to doubt or whatever that he can go over and you know.
I'll quote him. He says, Tyson Fury surprised me in the past. I didn't think he was going to do that well against Vladimir, and he did better than expected. Certain fighters, they rise to the occasion, and it seems like one of those fighters, he seems like one of those fighters to rise to the occasion. He may have a couple of fights to kind of warm him up to the aspect of jumping in that ring in a big fight, but he's always shows up for the big fight. And that's the truth. I mean, it's no different than what Tyson said at the post-fight press conference. Like, let's be real. Tyson had Hammer and Chisora to prepare him for Vlad. That's not preparation. We could say that it is now in retrospect due to what Chisora's been able to do to tack him, but at the end of the day, he laid on the ropes and landed a shot. It's not like Chisora has turned his career around and become this fucking defensive wizard or offensive specimen. He's not. He laid on the ropes and caught a shot. But in retrospect, that win means something, you know, for Tyson. But it still didn't mean preparation for Vladimir.
I see. Well, I'm not sure if it's fair to compare the Tyson when he fought Klitschko and the Tyson when he fought Pianetta, but anyways, we'll see, I guess. I mean, I'll be favoring
well, I'm not. Wait. Let's be clear. I'm not comparing Tyson Pianetta to Tyson Vlad. I'm comparing.
Well, that's what Lennox Lewis is doing.
No. Lennox is comparing Tyson, Christian Hammer, Derek Chisora, because he says certain fighters, they rise to the occasion, and it seems like he seems like one of those fighters who rise to the occasion. He may have a couple of fights to kind of warm him up to the aspect of jumping in the ring to a big fight, but he always shows up for the big fights. So if we go back in history, he fought Chisora, then he fought Hammer, then he fought Vlad. So now he's fighting Safari, fucking Pinata, Deontay. Now here's the thing.
Hold on, Ness. But you said that when you were quoting him, you said that I was doubting him when he was fighting Klitschko, but you proved me wrong.
Yeah, he said Tyson Fury surprised me. He said Tyson Fury surprised me in the past. I didn't think he was going to do that well against Vladimir, and he did better than expected.
So yeah, that's what I was referring to.
Yeah, but that's
basically
the fight.
Him comparing him.
But
that's the version of Tyson against Klitschko and the version of Tyson against Pianetta. I don't think that's fair.
I don't think he's comparing. I don't think he's comparing Tyson Fury in any specific time. I think he's just stating that fight made him a believer. That's all.
Yeah, I know that he's not maybe trying to compare him. I'm just saying that it's not it's not smart to base your prediction on the upcoming fight against Wilder based on how Tyson Fury looked against Klitschko, because he's definitely not in the same shape. His reflexes are not quite there. His speed is not quite there. He still got to lose some weight. That's what I was saying.
Very true. Well, Alex, thank you for calling in, brother. It's been a long time, and don't stay away so long. Woody, you are up.
I'm just working.
Yeah,
working a lot.
It is working. It is working, Woody. You're good.
Yeah, how's it going? Good show.
All good, man. Happy to be here.
Okay, so unfortunately, I'm from the UK and I want Wilder to win by KO. Reason being is I'm a hardcore boxing fan and I love boxing. Boxing is always better with more people watching boxing. Every time the hype builds up for a Tyson Fury fight, everyone comes to me. We're coming round your house. We'll all chip in. We'll all watch it. Everyone leaves disappointed. He is the worst advertisement for boxing. Wilder, on the other hand, is brilliant for boxing. He sells boxing excellently. Joshua sells boxing brilliantly. Even Chisora, Dominic Brazil would do better, but Tyson's fights are terrible. Do I think Tyson will win? I actually do. And I do think it's going to be a snore fest and they're going to be bouncing around the ring. The build-up will be better. I think you can all agree on that. But yeah, what do you think of them points, please?
No, I know what you're saying, man. He's maybe not in the most exciting fights, and as far as selling it, he can sell it pre-fight, but like you say, I think a lot of people come away like, yeah, it wasn't that, that great a fight. And if he is going to beat Wilder, it's going to be pretty much over 12 rounds. Ned's sporting all of his WBC gear right now. He's got all of this.
I'm the number one challenger and the fucking champ. All right, because there's no competition. I'm number one and the champ. I got the belt and the medallion. Is all I'm saying. I'm Porter and I'm Danny. You feel me? Like I'm Keith, Porter, Danny, all rolled in one. Because none is better than this. You're
like Dillian White. You're the number one challenger, but you ain't getting a shot.
No, because I got the belt. So I got the belt. So I got the shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the man.
The thing is with Dillian White also, Dillian White should have fought Pulev, right?
Yeah, but who the hell's going to Bulgaria? Come on, let's be real. When's the last time have we heard of a fight in Bulgaria, bro? Especially of that magnitude. If I was Dillian White, I'd be afraid to go to Bulgaria. I mean, Big Baby was afraid. Big Baby was afraid.
He needs the win. He needs a Pulev. He needs an Ortiz. I love Dillian White and he's brilliant for boxing, but he can't start shouting out like he wants Wilder as a fight as well. He should have gone to Bulgaria. Suck it up. Eddie's made him enough money with that pay-per-view fight. Suck it up. Oda fans. And to be honest, I don't know the time difference. I don't know what time would be in Bulgaria.
Is Joseph Parker not better than getting a Pulev on your record?
Hell yeah, Joseph Parker was a better name. Pulev never was a world champion, but thank you for calling in, Woody. Pleasure to have you on the show. It is about that time. You know what that means. It's time to go. So don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel right here at youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Click that notification bell because me and UK Rob will be back. There's tons of topics. We're all ready. It's work. So tell a friend that they missed one episode, but they can find it on iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher. Rob, where else is this show located?
Spotify. Where else?
Radio.
Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere that you can find a fucking podcast feed, we are there. So if you've been seeing me with all this numerous WBC paraphernalia, right? Or memorabilia, should I say, right? This is an authentic mini WBC belt with the Velcro strap in the back and everything, the authentic Mexican Clito Reyes leather. Okay, this is not just no regular fucking leather. This is Clito Reyes leather. You see, this is official tissue shit right here. Look, for those that are only listening and not watching, that is the gold on the WBC. Or should I do like the rappers and bite the medallion and just take a still shot so all the podcast hosts out there can just see who the fuck the champ is? Just zoom into the video and freeze it. All right? Huh? So why am I holding all this stuff? Why? Because the WBC adores TBV. They adore TBV. And they want us to continue, being the crusaders for the mission of boxing. And that mission is to expose all bullshit. And our next mission is to go to Riverside, California, and visit Robert Garcia. Is there some bullshit over there to be exposed? I don't know. But whenever we put out our posts on Patreon, ask Mikey Garcia, ask Robert Garcia questions, you'll be able to ask them, and we'll see if there's some bullshit. So anybody that feels like they want this authentic, you see that? That's Muhammad Ali right here. Muhammad Ali. Zoom in. That's Ali. And this is Jose Suleiman, rest his peace. God rest his soul. This is authentic. You know what I'm saying? So we're auctioning this stuff. And the way that we're doing it is I'm actually, after this show, we'll be revamping the Patreon, and everybody on the $3 tier and up will be included in a one-time every 30-day raffle. And all of these things will be up for grabs. So you don't gotta just fork over $500 or $5,000 for this authentic. I mean, remember, every time Wilder fights, it's 40 G's. All right. So this is the mini version of Wilder's belt. So I don't know. I could fucking easily charge y'all like 5 G's for this. But I'm not doing that. Just sign up to Patreon on the $3 level or above. You know what I'm saying? Or above. And you will be automatically enlisted in a 30-day raffle that we will be doing every 30 days moving forward. And the medallion is up as well. As you can see, the one Sean Porter had in the ring. You know what I'm saying? This is the one. Like, look, you want me to bite it? Yeah, it's real deal, Holyfield. We got pins for small wins. We got pins as well. You know what I'm saying? And look, Tyson Fury is going to be in Big Bear. So when I go visit his camp, I got the skull cap too. I got the beanie. So it's not going to be cold. I mean, I got beanies for you too. So you let me know, this is how you support your favorite show. And you make sure we going to see Mikey. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see Mikey.
I think Liam White's just become a Patreon now.
Huh?
I think Liam White has just become Patreon.
Dylan White? Dylan White wants this belt. He signed up to Patreon. Yo, he needs to start with the medallion first. He can't just jump at the belt. But no, listen, man. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate everybody's support. Don't forget to tell a friend that we're live, and we're going to continue to do that. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, click that notification button, hit that like button, future, present, past, doesn't matter. I'm your host, Nesta Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Rob.
Yeah, Lennox Lewis, he's done his thing. He's saying he backs Fury. I mean, everyone will have their decision. We're going to see this. What is it going to be like November over in Vegas? Hopefully, someone will get up TBV and they'll want a podcast doing live from Vegas for the big Wilder and Fury fight. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, get everyone over there. So, obviously.
Listen, you can't knock out what you can't hit bum.
I just want everybody to knock out that thumbs up button. That's what I want. Don't be a bum.
There's only one Deontay Wilder.
We could do this all night.
Lift off for LJ!
Bomb Squad!
Spartan!
Let's go!
No, that's it. We're out of here. Bye.